Now, Zach, of course, in his second season as the Orioles closer, and I asked him what he learned from last year, his first time around as a closer, that he's carried into 2015.
I think the biggest thing is you don't always have a consistent throwing. You know, you're not always there every other day, every 2 days. And I think that learning that last year, knowing what to do when I'm not throwing a lot. Whether I got to go to the bullpen a little bit more or do some extra throwing, things like that, to stay sharp. And I think that was the most important thing that I took out of last year, and I think it's helped me a little bit this year, and I'm still adjusting. It's only my second year doing it, so you're still learning.
You have a calm demeanor when you're on the mound, which I'm guessing is a plus as a closer because of the craziness around you. Where did that demeanor come from? Is that something you got from mom, from dad? Where did that come from?
Maybe a little bit of both. I think it's definitely not always been like that, so it's an acquired trait, I guess. Something that Dave and Dom have obviously helped me out with too. I think just focusing on one pitch, not trying to get too wrapped up in the situation or what's going on, or trying to get the 3 outs in the ninth. I think I've really just narrowed my focus in on making good pitches, and I think that's helped with the demeanor on the mound.
When you have your sinker, you literally can be a one-pitch pitcher. When you have 96, 97 in sync, you really don't need anything else. But this year, you've been using your breaking ball a bit more. Is that by design?
Yeah, I think if I can throw an extra wrinkle in there, sometimes that helps keep guys off balance. They're sitting fastball so much. I see that now. Guys are swinging a lot earlier on in counts than last year. So sometimes if I can flip a breaking ball in there for a strike, it kind of just gets their thought process going a little bit more, thinking if he's going to do it again, or I'm going to get fastball. So just anything to keep these hitters off balance. They're good hitters, and no matter how good your pitch is, if they know that one pitch is coming all the time, they can fight it off a little bit more. Or if you do make a little bit of a mistake, they're going to be right on it. So just something to help me out too. Get a little extra wrinkle in there and keep the advantage on my side. Was that your choice to do that, or was that suggested? No, I think it's more me. Dave and Dom, they've been like, hey, if it's working, why mess with it? But I felt like I've always had a pretty good breaking ball, and last year I didn't really use it a whole lot. And it's not something that I'm going to overly rely on, but if I can command it, it's another weapon for me to use, especially in situations maybe with guys on base, to kind of slow the game down a little bit.
You've been on a tremendous roll, and unfortunately, the team hasn't been able to get to you. Only 2 opportunities in the last 8 days. Is it difficult to stay sharp mentally when you're not getting a chance, maybe day in, day out?
It's part of the job description, I think. Whether it's hard or not, I got to get used to it. And unfortunately, we're not winning as a team, and I think that's the most important thing. Whether or not I'm pitching, it's kind of irrelevant. But like I said, it comes back to throwing bullpens and trying to stay sharp, doing stuff with Dave and Dom. And, that's an important thing. I think, if anything, I'm learning a lot through this period when we're not winning a lot of games on what I got to do in situations like this. So I just take it as a learning experience, and, hopefully we get on a nice roll. And, I'll be pitching more. But, right now, I think, if anything, I just want us to win games. Whether or not I'm pitching doesn't really bother me too much. I know that I need to stay stay focused, on, if I got to pitch tonight or not. And I tend to do that. I like to, make sure I'm locked in the game right away, from the first pitch on.